Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another first Descendant video. So we got the dev note yesterday, 16th of June from Jason, the community manager. So this time they're not doing a dev live and they got this dev note, which is basically the contents of the dev live. And the reason is because the second anniversary of the game is coming up on the 2nd of July. So they're planning to do a longer Descendant Fest type of event like they did last year. So yeah, so that's why they did not do the live stream here, and they'll do it in about 2 weeks time. So let's go over this because we got all the information we normally get from the dev live. So first up, we have the table of contents, big deal about the bunny rework. We have the Tormentor, we have a new infiltration dungeon. This is the Axion infiltration like we have with the Legion Lab and things like that. So this is called Bastion of Immortality. Ultimate weapon is also something mortality, shackles of mortality, I think. They have the returning boost path for, I suppose, the new players. We have some additional updates for Onslaught, Albion Cavalry, Eraser, and the 4 melee weapons getting some changes, rebalanced, and some more quality of life improvements. We have the collaboration. We already saw the trailer here. I am not aware of this. I'm not an anime watcher type person. And we have trigger modules. We have another login event. And then we have skins for Keelan and of course the swimsuit collection. So yeah, so let's have a quick look first with Bunny. So with Bunny, they added something like a ultimate, which is basically her jumping and kicking instead of the maximum power that we had. So this is like the standard 4th skill that will be used now. So I don't know if he's going to show it here. See, something like that. And the maximum power will still stay, but there will be changes to the various Transcendent modules. Now, he went over there, but obviously we did not get all the technical details that we get in the patch notes. So once again, we'll have a look once this is ready. I do not know if any of these got extra crit rate or things like that. So we'll have to see if there is a gun build in there. I think one of them seems like a gun build. I think high voltage is probably going to lean more into the gun build. We'll see. But yeah, it looks interesting. And yeah, we'll get the update tomorrow on the 18th. So I'll go over the patch notes as usual. Then we'll work with the builds and things like that. Next, they went into the collaboration. So with the 3 skins coming out, we have skins for the Secret Garden. Now, the interesting thing with these skins this time, perhaps it's probably from the IP that they are collaborating with, but these are kind of common, but not in the traditional way. So previously, the common skins were all female descendants could wear them. Over here, what they seem to have done is they've split them into four different descendants. So I don't remember which one is with which skin. So let me just run this. So he mentions it here.
And back attachment and social motions as well. And shall we start with Ray? Yeah, Ray's skin is being released as a common skin for Viessa, Valby, Luna, Ines, and Nell.
Okay, so 5 descendants will get this one. And I don't know how many total female descendants we have at the moment. 13, I think. So yeah, 5 here and then 4 each or something like that. So that is the split here. So again, I don't know if this is going to be a future trend or if this is just for this collab. But yeah, I would prefer if the common skins were common for all of them. So perhaps it's something to do from the collaborator. But anyway, we shall see. They also had skins and there'll be some events around this as well. So yeah, the usual collab. Again, like I said, I don't know anything about this, so I have no real take on this. So yeah, so some more skins. We also have a skin for the Deus Ex Manus and some emotes and things like that. Massive table here. Next is the Bastion of Mortality. This is the new infiltration dungeons. What he mentioned here was this is going to be more of a vertical style level, so that should be interesting. We did not have any gameplay. This is the only picture they showed here. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow anyway. But yeah, I like these Axion dungeons. All of them have been good in my opinion. So we have the Supermassive Receptor, we have the Forbidden Sanctuary, we have the Underwater Base. Maybe that's not my favorite, but then we have the Legion Lab. So all of them are good. So I'm hoping this one is interesting as well. Okay, on to the weapon, the ultimate weapon coming up. This is a hand cannon called Shackles of Mortality. Now this has something called a rest sort of thing where every 4th bullet will, do an interesting effect and things like that. So again, we'll have to see once we get this in the game. But I like the look of it, and this opens up when we are using it. And yeah, it seems like it's a good gun that will do a lot of damage, and it also has this effect where it does continuous damage to the enemies. Next, we have the balance for Albion Cavalry and the Eraser. Now, looking at the Albion Cavalry, it does not look like it's getting the same treatment as the Enduring Legacy. It seems like it'll be fine, and it'll have a similar effect to the Vortia. So with the Vortia, if you remember, we were getting multiple hits on different enemies, and they're all triggering the multi-hit. This will trigger the crit on the enemies. So it should be good, and it should still be good for the usual people that we have used this for. So we have used this with Haley, probably, and with Clay. So you'll be hitting other enemies, and they'll also be getting crits. And so this is, yeah, a very interesting gun, hopefully, and it does good damage. It does have a lot of recoil, if you remember, with the Albion Cavalry. So let's see if they change that. But yeah, this is looking better than the Enduring Legacy, at least. Then we have the Eraser. So once again, they have tried to simplify this. Previously, the degrading enzymes, you used to get some for hitting the enemy, some for killing the enemy. Now it's all simple. You get 5, and then it'll have its effect. So yeah, again, we'll test these when they are live and see if they are worth bringing into rotation and if they can be something that we can use more regularly. Now, the interesting change here is the swords are getting some changes. And the big change here is they're dropping the ammo requirements. So no need to use ammo. You can just swing the sword and remove the mods that you are using to have some ammo. That mechanic is gone, and thankfully now you can just enjoy the sword for what they are. Tormentor comes back as the Colossus, and Tormentor is fine. It's a good Colossus. Last time the issue was when Serena had come out, we were one-shotting it with the ATAM. So they explained some changes here. We did not see any gameplay again. So they said there'll be some things where you can change the polarity and something like that. Again, I did not understand too much. We'll understand it once it's in the game and we can see it. But yeah, Tormentor is coming back. I think the Tormentor skins were the best in the game. Yeah, so these were, I think, in my opinion, my favorite skins, minus the helmet, obviously. And the rest of the skins are pretty good. I've been using one of these with the Valby, I think. So yeah, so who else will get it? I think last time Serena was already there. So Harris, Daya, and Nell should be the ones who will be getting this. 2 new trigger modules. One is called Electric Display. This is going to be for Bunny. And yeah, this will be, I think, for her new adjustments, and this will work well. And the other one, I think, is mostly for Luna and people who use normal AoE and things like that. So yeah, it should be interesting. I haven't really played Luna in a long time, so might be interesting to see how Luna does these days. So more interesting quality of life improvements. I liked a few things here. Adjustments to Valby. She'll be getting a slight buff to her first bullet thing, and some more adjustments where the snapshot, I think, is going to get removed. So, you know, people were using all the skills to build up the snapshot and then activate the third and just get more power. So they're going to balance that as well. High powered rounds, you will be getting more of them. I think when you pick it up first, I think from 50 to 75, so that will increase. They will also have the replay. So this is something I've wanted for a while. So we have a story and some cutscenes in the game, and they have now arranged them nicely into records of the past. You have the main story, we have the Descendant story, so you can now go and have a look at them in one place. Previously, they were scattered all over the place. There were some in Albion with the arcade trays, and some in certain missions and certain maps and inside the missions. So yeah, it was a bit of a mess, and you could not figure out where to go to follow the whole story. Now you can basically follow the whole story, and there seems to be the Descendant story as well for the specific Descendant-based missions like Frena's story or Sharon's story or Blair's story or Asimo's story, which was the latest one. So yeah, for any new players or people who want to just catch up, because we have kind of forgotten a lot of these. I did not even remember some of these. So yeah, it'll be a good way to catch up on the story if you are a returning player or something. They've also rearranged how the HQ special orders with what's his name, Eckert, are done. So they'll be displayed like this. And I think this is fantastic. You can have a quick glance and see what is on offer, what you can grab, what you need. And yeah, this is a good feature. I've been a fan of this one, and they have adjusted that. You can basically get your crystallization catalyst rewards daily or the materials by just running random missions, and you can also get specific descendants and weapons and things like that just by doing the missions you were already doing in a way. And then they also have things that will be coming up next, so you have an idea instead of going into the patch notes and seeing what is coming up, when will we get something interesting. You can quickly have a look at the next coming ones and make use of that. They are going to make some of the exclusive badges, or what are they called, chest attachments from the Descendant quest. For example, Freyna has like that heart with like chains around it. That will now be something everyone can use and things like that. The module drop rates will be increased. A lot of people had issues with the Ine's plasma bullet transcendent module from the void vessel. It wasn't dropping, so they have increased the drop rate of that. So they said that was an issue, so they're going to fix that. I don't know if they are going to fix things like the infection amplifier. That is one mod I keep seeing people complain about, so hopefully that is adjusted. Bounty operations, they said they will also adjust it. You will get the data chip from, I think, third stage of Onslaught, and I think it'll be adjusted here, and more chances of getting the cores for your weapons. And then MP recovery mechanism is also being changed, so I think you'll be recovering more MP faster, which might perhaps change our builds, and we may not need as much in terms of like recovering MP. But it shouldn't be an issue. But this should help some of the descendants where we keep running out of MP. Next up, we have the skins. Now, this one is coming on the 18th with the update. This is for Keelan. Looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, not many people play him, so we shall see. But nice setup here. And then we have the anniversary update with the swimsuit skins. This will be on the 2nd of July. Next up, we have the events. So we have the collaboration themed one. So you'll be getting some various what are these called, the frames, photo frames for your photo mode, and some hairstyles and makeup. No, it's just makeup and stickers and things like that. Now this is the one I've been interested in. So C-Day with Valby, and Valby gets a very nice skin, so I'm looking forward to this one. So this will be the login event starting on the 18th. So we have the current one, which ends today. Basically, if you've logged in every day, it should give you all the items, and then it should probably run for another week. But then starting on the 18th, you will get a new one with new stuff, and there's one skin for Freyna and one for Valby. So I kind of want this one. Freyna one is like another recolor of the existing medical support one. A few other descendants got that one, so Freyna seems to be getting this one as well. And then you have more events, research items, and things like that. So that is basically it for the update. And they also mentioned the Descendant Fest on the 2nd of July. Just like last year, they'll have the roadmap for the remaining half of the year, season 4 and beyond, and what to expect. I'm hoping we get some interesting stuff, game does better, and so on. So that is it for this one. I just wanted to go over that here. As far as my thoughts are concerned, it looks good. I'm really curious about Bonnie, Albion Cavalry. I want to see the new Axion Dungeon. And overall, it looks pretty good, pretty solid. I can't wait. And I'm also looking forward to this, to see what is in store for season 4, the new changes, what improvements they're making, what season 4 shapes up to be, the Karel storyline, and things like that. So let me know your thoughts as well. Thank you for watching. See you next time.